And we are off in the Australia versus Germany women's game. Two very strong teams in this group, and Germany taking very quick possession of the ball. And we can see a German player has stolen the defender position around the Australian basket, looking to score a quick goal here, and Australia are going to do their absolute hardest to not allow that to happen today. We have a call from the referee. Pushing without the ball. Australia free throw. Let's see what these ladies can do.
So, certainly can be an interesting game, Australia versus Germany. We've seen Australia putting up a very good effort against Colombia, who showed up quite significantly against Germany yesterday. So we'll see how the German team will come back from the game against Colombia, how they will find into this game.
We see this from the German players, very, very strong, very physically fit, and obviously a very experienced team.
So Australia, one of the younger underwater rugby nations, but put in a lot of effort over the last, let's say, 12 to 8 years since the World Championship in Cali to be at where they are at. Moving forward in the ranking, playing their way up towards the top teams. Now Germany moving in from above.
Coming in with extra support, looking to take that left side of the basket and really pushing hard, but Australian forwards locking them up at the goal.
Anari trying to place the ball to Karina Tekert on the left.
And we can see player Emma Green really not letting go of that ball, looking for a passing option down. Germany keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, so Stephanie Nussa immediately crashing into the player, to the ball carrier. No pass, no swimming being allowed by the Germans.
Very close to the boundary line. And we can see Germany pushing them out of the boundary.
Easy way to gain possession of the ball, but well done.
Well done to the Australian players, managing to stay in possession and inside the playing field. Sarah McCarthy swimming off against the wall. And now looking for more passing options. Those are not the passes you want to make in front of the German girls, though. They will absolutely take advantage of that.
Now Germany moving in. Two people.
2-on-1. We have a second defender coming in.
There's the score for Germany.
Score for Germany, number 8.
Maren Janko for Germany. Can see her.
We have Sophie Lamande trying to defend that ball.
Can see Maren Janko just shoving her away, using the entirety of her body, just pushing her off just a little bit. Enough space to punch the ball in. Maren Janko, one of the most experienced players on the German squad.
Now let's see if Australia can continue their momentum despite this early goal from Germany. Really pushing in forward on the goal. We have one of the very experienced players, Andrea Soto.
In Germany, Lara Büchner recovering the ball. Now Linda Ostendorf on the fast break option. Rossmann. Spalek moving to the left. Onto the middle. Büchner again. Coming in from above. Pop trying to get the ball.
Doing a great job, making a strong attack.
Coming in from above. Oh, well done by her. Going straight for the goalkeeper. Stephanie Pop getting the ball on the left. Quick pass to her. Regaining the ball. Moving in onto the goalkeeper. Shoving her away, and then yet again, similar to the last goal, just a tight little opening necessary to punch the ball through.
All right, another start here from Australia. 11 minutes left in this first half. 2-0 to Germany. One of the contenders for the top position this year, surely in this World Championship.
I got the number wrong.
Number 7, number 1, they look similar under the water.
Yeah. I'm very certain number 7 is not here. So number 7 sadly is staying back home. So shout out to Leonie Schäfele. Hope you get back soon. Get well soon.
We have another strong attack coming from the German. She is alone though.
Anaïs de Gemont. Spalek. Nossa.
Oh, and
Emma Green trying to lock her up. Pass available to Tekert. Radke trying to circle the ball around for the Germans. See de Gemont trying to move in. Well done.
two very
Lopez.
strong forwards, attempting to keep the ball away from goal.
Spalek again for Germany. Now moving back into the corner. And we can see comparatively to the Colombians yesterday, if you leave the spaces open for Germany and if you allow them to just swim in, it's so dangerous to have those strong and tall women come in and use the momentum against the goalkeepers.
Absolutely. But we can see here we've got a few very strong Australian forwards really trying to read the game, see what Germany have done and what they do, and Germany have played a very similar style for the last many number of years and trying to unpick it in their trainings as well. Germany taking lots of space around the basket.
Nossa, nice pass to the left, cannot be recovered from Arnianko, but ball picked up by Australia.
And now going to try and make some headway with an open looking goal there.
Sophie
Pass
Lemant.
down.
Passing down. Oh, a little bit of a sloppy pass. Jodie Wilson back and forth. Ball dropping to the ground. McCarthy picking it up for Australia, but being locked up
3-on-1 versus Germany.
by Linda Ostendorf.
And we know these German girls are so strong.
Yeah.
I would not like to fight with them 1-on-1 in the pool or in the street, actually.
Yeah, Stephanie Popp recovering the ball, and immediately Lara Büchner going forward, doing a lot of swimming, a lot of groundwork for the German team. Karina Tekert
Oh, we're seeing
following up
now.
with her. Now two Germans moving in. Could pass the ball down, but I think she'll get one breath and go down immediately. Yes, but will be held up on the surface. Ostendorf again.
And we see a
moving in.
2-on-2 position.
We can see a player taking up a lot of space.
And
She could have
the
punched the ball through to the
Goal is
ground.
empty.
Pop waiting for the ball, trying to receive the ball. Being locked up
And
though.
we can see some pushing
by the
by
ref.
the German
Eva
against.
Merit Dietmar here very clearly signaling the ref. She didn't push away, but the ref seeing it differently.
And I think I can hear Australia taking a timeout.
Now, time for the German coach as well as the Australian coaches to talk to their teams. You know, the coaching duo for Germany as well as the coaching duo for Australia. So both a double team. See Jensen had on the cast as well during the last days. Talk to his girls. Giving them a bit of advice how they should structure the game. I think the Germans so far quite content with what they've done, moving in, keeping the ball within their own ranks. Maybe practicing for the next games against Colombia and the other teams, trying to have more players underwater, trying to keep the underwater time high.
Absolutely. We can see that that's where Colombia really showed their strength against Germany yesterday, was in their physicality, in their ability to move the ball in the water, having constantly 3 or 4 players under the water, tiring the German players out. Teams like Canada, Australia, Colombia need to use this big pull to their advantage.
Discussion between the refs. I'd say a very fair game so far. Germany 2-0 lead. Free throw for Australia.
Free throw.
You can see how they will execute it against Germans. 6 minutes played in first half.
And the
Positioning
Germans
underneath.
coming in hot. But beautiful pass down to the captain, Hannah Barringer, who's not going to give up that ball easily.
Yeah, Ria Spalek, good effort
Beautiful
by her,
pass.
just ripping it out and then moving forward immediately again for Germany. Anaïs Deschamaux trying to get the ball to the left. Stephanie Popp again, trying to bring the ball in.
Really pushing up on the goalie there.
Really have to restrain myself to make pop the ball in jokes because she's a good friend of ours. So
And she really does just pop the ball in.
And certainly did during the European Championship. She was like kind of the high scorer for the females.
Absolutely. Yeah. We were lucky enough to have her play in Australia for a short period of time, and you know, she certainly showed some of our female players just what top quality female rugby looks like.
So, Anaïs Deschamaux again, trying to bring the ball in, but well done by Emma Green.
Emma Green using her strength to really try and keep the ball away, allowing her defenders and goalies to rest.
Vanessa Lopez doing the correct thing, positioning underneath. But Germany now back in possession. Radke moving in. Pass to Aranyanko, trying to come in from above.
Vanessa.
Alone though, doesn't have anybody to pass to, and then locked up by Emma Green again.
Beautiful ball down. That pass intercepted brilliantly by the German players.
Techert and now Linda Ostendorf, you can see here, her trying to screw herself into the Australian defense, but being locked up by Hannah Barringer. Choking. Yeah, certainly choking there. Was trying to get the ball out, but was pressing it toward against the neck. Oh, and the basket stolen away from Karina Techert. So the Germans certainly might want to have a quick execution there on the free throw, but oh, missed pass.
Beautiful work by Hannah.
Certainly corrected her mistake there a bit.
Absolutely.
Now, Linda Ostendorf.
Coming down directly for an attack on the goalie.
Pass to the right. Bring the ball underneath. Maria Dietmann waiting on the bottom, but the ball intercepted by the goalkeeper.
Snatched away by the goalkeeper. Strong push off the goal, looking for support. Really needs to hold that ball. You cannot hold the ball out like that.
Trying to hold on.
Really beautiful work.
Green again.
Heart rate of the Germans going up slightly as they try and pass this middle half.
Keppel up to Green. Now trying to bring the players forward.
And Germany really not going to let them. We can see there is a scrum on the surface between German number 2 and one of the Australian players, Emma Green, really showing her strength in this game. 1 versus 3 Germans, and the Germans managed to take it, rip it out of her hands. Germany now looking to attack. Australia have only just set up their defense.
Stephanie Popp again, trying to move in. Oh, pass intercepted, well done. Good pick up by Hannah Barringer.
And here we go, swimming back.
McCarthy.
Oh, very strong hold by the German players.
You can see them coming in from either side, trying to rip out the ball.
Beautiful pass down.
Up, Henri. Dietmann
Less than 5 minutes left in this first half.
Now trying to move in with 2 players, 1 positioning on side. Nice pass to the left.
Beautiful pass.
Büchner, but cannot get close enough. Will be locked up.
We see Kata, one of their forwards, but they still have numbers around the basket.
Yeah, Germany's still going. Trying to play the ball around
Germany
the basket.
now, strong attack on the neck of the goalie.
Definitely Nusa coming in from above. Ball being picked off, but Germany, you can see how fast, how quickly they are going for the ball carrier. Ria Spalek again for the Germans.
Risky move here. Back to position is undefended. Quickly taken there.
Yeah, very good effort by Australia, holding the Germans back after being scored on twice rather quickly, but now a long stretch throughout this game where they can keep the Germans at bay. You can see the ball now locked up on the surface, and green again. Now back on the way to the basket.
Very, very good position taken by multiple German players around the basket.
Büchner passing to the right, moving
down
from above. Nice pass along the basket, but again, well read. This time, Jennifer Costas moving out with the ball.
Jennifer, very strong player, originally from Colombia.
Ball back in the hands of Germany.
Germans coming, waves and waves.
Büchner again. But they always take a little bit of time to have a second player or third player well underneath the basket. And it's Deschamps again now trying to move in, but ball still in German hands. Osman.
I think we're going to see a bit of a slowing down of the game. Someone has lost their snorkel.
Have spare equipment at the pool. You're not allowed to just jump back in and recover your equipment, so.
Hopefully it's not your favorite.
Oh yeah. Losing your favorite mask is terrible.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Everybody hates their spare masks. Everybody knows it.
We are seeing beautiful waves of attacks by the German team, really putting pressure on the Australian defence. The Australian girls doing an excellent job to hold them off, though.
And certainly not for lack of trying by the Germans. They really have to play this game at their best to be mentally ready for the next games to come after those as well. Ostendorf moving in, but she doesn't have anybody to pass to. Good openings. She's pulling
we have a
plays
good
right.
pass there.
But now,
oh,
Stephanie Popp again.
Stephanie Popp popped it in the last few minutes of the first
coming
half.
in from above. Linda Ostendorf, ball being picked up, getting through and just shoving it in. Well done by her.
Great defense by the Aussie ladies, and we did see this against Colombia as well. 3-0 in the first half with 1:15 left. Black timeout for 1 minute, which certainly will be taken advantage of by Australia as well.
Yeah, so we can see the coaching duo for Germany. Kathi Welow and Heidi Böhm being there, giving some advice to their team.
Slightly different style of discussion there from the Australian bench. Much more calm, relaxed.
Yeah. But they certainly can make some adjustments, especially coming from the last game, from the loss against Colombia. Have to find back, have to be mentally focused to be at their best.
Absolutely. I think, you know, I'm obviously speaking from an incredibly biased point of view, and I make no secret of that, but I think there are a lot of teams in this competition who've completely underestimated the Australian female team and men's team, actually. And I think, you know, the both teams, male and female, are really trying to show what we've done in the last 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. But it's also very interesting to see how big the gap towards the top teams is actually. So we usually see, oh, nice player, Germany coming in, player position on the left.
see another player taking that position on the left.
Coming in again from above, but
Held away.
holding her away.
Last 30 seconds in this game. Australia will not want to see another score. Really going to do their best to defend this wave of German attacks. And Germany just so strong. Eight seconds now left. Germany not going to give up in the last 8 seconds.
4 seconds.
She wants one more.
She just wants
2, 1.
That's it.
And that's time. That is time.
So halftime, 3-0 for Germany. Seeing a good showing by them, but certainly you can also see those little bits where they have to adjust their game plan. Also looking back at the game yesterday against Colombia, where they don't have enough players readily available, where they are not cycling the ball through the team efficiently enough. They have to move in, have to have passing options, and also relying a bit on tough punches by single players. So the goals they have scored so far, not really, I mean, it's always a team effort, but not really set up a lot by circling the ball around the basket, having the opponent distracted, passing back and forth. Much more of a single player effort, just going in from the top, punching through, which usually doesn't work if you're going up against a team like Colombia or like Norway. So Germans surely need this game to get the practice in, to position the players properly, and maybe score or try to score once or twice from a perfectly set up play rather than just going in one by one. And for the Australians, yeah, they doing very well on the defensive side of the game, holding them back, locking them up. But then again, it's the most crucial point. If you receive the ball as a team and your forwards are fighting, your defenders have to move out a little bit. You have to take a little bit of risk to get the ball going over the middle. You don't want to play defense for 30 minutes. It's not fun. Just sit down there and have Germans ramming into your goalkeepers and defenders. Certainly not what you want to do for 30 minutes a day. So help each other out. Try to move forward. Try to move into your opponent's side. Have the ball circle around there so that you learn to avoid those fast forwards from other teams, so that you learn how to cycle a ball, how to move in and out at the opponent's basket and to bring the ball back out again and keep it within your own team. Yeah. So very good opportunity to do this at such a tournament, especially in a game like this where it's pretty much already decided. There's always a chance to come back, but in general, I'd say Germany clearly the more dominant team. But then again, take everything you can get from such a game. You don't get the opportunities too often to play on such a high international level. You don't have those opponents readily available. It's a bit of a lucky situation in Europe that we have European championships and can play each other for practice more easily. But for nations like Australia, they have to seize every minute they can get in a tournament like this. And we've seen them improving a lot over the last years. So congratulations to them and to what they have done in their own nation, also developing the sport in their own nation.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a very young team here. You know, a team that was selected, you know, maybe 12 to 18 months out of the tournament. So I think they're working together really beautifully, but still trying to find their own style in the way that they play. And, you know, I think we have not been able to see Germany make a goal on a full Australian defence. And so I think that that's something that they should be really proud of. Germany, of course, will take advantage of any little mistakes that Australia makes, but those mistakes have only happened 3 times in the first 15 minutes. So I think the Australian women should be very proud of that. Absolutely, we want to see them start to move forward, but they're going to need to have the strength and conditioning and be able to have played 15 minutes of defence to then change over to attack is a really big ask. But I think having some insider knowledge, I think they're playing exactly how they're meant to be. And this is exactly what we want to see. Yes, we do need to see some good counter-attacks from Australia, absolutely. They are doing a great job of winning the ball. They've got some very strong forwards. They now just need the strength and stamina and some push out from the defence and goalies to support those counter-attacks, but certainly Germany not letting them get it through the halfway of the pool. Correct.
Maybe the sentence of Germans put the ball in the middle is not the best way to form. They might not like that that way of phrasing it. Might be a bit of historical drama going on back then, but
yes, the Australians, yes, they're pretty nice girls, I would say, but they're also pretty fierce. Having played against some of these women who are currently in the tournament, I left pretty battered and bruised. And let's see, can they get to the ball first? And they do. Romy Keppel, one of our fastest players from Australia, managing to reach the ball and then doing a really good job to stay under to make sure that ball is not lost to Germany in the middle of the pool. Australians now are going to try really hard to move forward. We want to see them attack. We want to see their attack tactic. We want to see the Germans defend for some period of time, but unfortunately,
they don't want to.
They don't want to defend, and we
know
know that about Germans. They don't want to defend. They want to attack.
Also, yeah, no comment.
From the men's and women's team. Excellent work. Full defense there.
Well, nice pass to the bottom. Now trying to set a block, moving up on the goalkeeper. On the head side, good exchange from the goalies. But now the goalie ripped off. Leah charming in.
And we can see player Charlotte Jordan's really trying to hold on to that ball. Ripped away by player 22 from Germany. And they are coming again in waves.
Radke to Ostendorf, trying to pass the ball in. And now we try the German. We see the Germans trying to do the circle game around the basket, and we've seen it very well against the Canadians, where they just pass back and forth 2-3 times, like the Colombians want to do.
Absolutely.
Like the men's team wants to do, like the Danes do.
Yeah.
And they're trying to set it up, but Australia doing a good job locking the ball up time and time again, not opening up those spaces you need to just pass the ball through rather quickly. And whereas you see on the men's side of the game that passes can be so fast that they're nearly unacceptable. There's a little bit less speed there on the women's side, so if you're not precise enough and if you don't fake out your opponent as well as you need to, ball is gone. Deschamps trying to move in, Diekmann on the left, again moving in.
Taking a really good back position there, but call against one of the Australian players for choking, and now we have a German free throw. German free throw.
See the players waiting to move in together. Techert but being held off, needing support now in the middle of the pool. Ostendorf again, bit of choking there, but advantage given by the ref.
Germans coming in again. Australia not trying not to give them too much space, but they're really working hard. And we can see multiple German players attacking on the goalie. Australian forwards trying to do a good job of holding them off, but really the Germans are coming in full strength. Player number 14 from Germany coming in strong despite being held off by multiple Australian players.
Well done by Australia defending against a strong wave from Germany, but Germans are continuing. Techert trying to move in, locked up, Green ripping out the ball, dropping down, Diekmann recovering, Ostendorf again, Janko to the right. Oh, nice pass, dropping down, now she can push upwards, we can see her again. Yeah.
Oh, goal.
Well done by her. And you can see the experience paying dividends for them. well done also by Linda Ostendorf to bring this ball onto the other side, and then we can see the goalkeeper just being lifted away. We see a lot of girls just trying really hard to just move the goalkeeper, and you can see the experience of her just shifting her up a little bit, opening enough space to let the ball through, and then just pushing it in. Well done by her. Pop another one maybe, yeah.
Australia again starting with the ball. Germany going to make it really hard for them to pass this halfway mark.
Yeah, we can see them doing a little bit of a swimming trick, just swim along the side, go as far forward as you can.
And then Germany very strong to lock the ball up and pulling it out to pass over to more German players waiting under the water.
But not only the Germans, it has become a very physical game, but now fast break for Germany, alone under the basket, moving her up, and you can see again the same move over and over again.
Same move, yeah.
This time Stephanie Nusser moving in, grabbing her a little bit by the back, shifting her up, moving her a little bit off the rim, and then pushing the ball in at the head.
White timeout now. 10 minutes left of this second half. White timeout.
Right, Germany rather relaxed. Some of the refs having a break. The coaches.
We can see the Australian captain there having a chat to her team, really wanting to keep the motivation high.
We're going to see some exchanges here. Charlotte Jordan's out now. Australia bringing their backups in, bringing some little fresh power for those last 10 minutes in the game. It's always nice to have some fresh players jumping in, bringing some energy into the pool.
Absolutely. I think, you know, Australia have done an incredible job defending for this long, but it certainly does get tiring when you have wave of attack after attack from the strong German women, contenders for the championship this year. Beautiful pass there.
Green, but you can see
ripped away.
How strong those players are now. Two players moving forward. Stephanie Popp waiting for the ball, but being shadowed by an Australian. Well done now. Eva Maria Dietmann keeping the ball free. Büchner moving onto the Australian basket. Defense sitting.
And German player trying to take a position around the basket and trying to attack on the goalie again.
Yeah, so the defenders certainly in very good positions for Australia, but Germans finding the weak spots at having those maybe slightly lighter goalkeepers for the Australians.
Yeah.
And using their body as leverage.
And then we see
it's a risky pass down to your own defender.
But one of our strongest players from yesterday's game, and really, yes, as you say, very risky pass. You don't want to make those passes around the German girls. They will absolutely take advantage of that.
You can see them ripping them off the goal, but good exchange. Again in defense. Dietmann, good grapple there.
And looks like attack around the neck. And intercepted by Hannah Barringer.
The ball being moved forward a little bit.
Trying to move
out
forward.
of their own half.
This is what we need to see. Strong counter-attacks by the Australian women.
You can see punching on the ball, then going after the ball as well, not relying on teammates. Happy to, okay.
Ball dropped down to the bottom now.
Funny, two Germans fought against each other, then just dropped the ball down. back in German hands. In Ostendorf. Janko trying to attack the goalkeeper from above.
Stolen the goalie
stolen
position.
Away.
And
ball dropping down. But she
Andrea, excellent
the
work
wrong way
there.
around, and well done by the Australian goalkeeper to just move in between as soon as she tried to score.
Yvette, very strong player from the Australian team, using her power to try and keep that ball in Australian possession. 1 versus 4. German girls really not letting them take it easily. Sarah McCarthy, excellent pass off to Yvette, and they're really trying to do their best to make it over to the other side.
Moving in.
Moving in.
Onto the German basket pretty much for the first time this game.
Absolutely. Now we just need to see them take their time.
Nice cycling of the ball.
Absolutely. Take their time. Do not let Germany get back into position.
Germany back in possession. Oh.
6.5 minutes left of this second half. Both teams really giving it their all. Germany holding excellent possession around the Australian basket, but Australia doing a great job to take it to them. Germany taking nice position around the Australian basket on top of the defender.
Punched out, Eva Green doing a good job interrupting. Ball back at the basket.
And Germany really just not swayed by the Australian numbers at the basket, absolutely going for it. We need to see Australia rest their team so that when they take these counter-attacks to the Germans, they come in force with strength and stamina. Excellent job there, holding the ball against the German girls. Sarah McCarthy doing a great job to swim up and try and take the ball. And then we have a 2-on-2 looking attack. Oh, the defender doing an excellent job. Carmen
came in from above and tried to punch the ball through, but last second, defender got the hands on the ball. Well done by her.
Attack on equipment. We have a German free throw. Five minutes left in this second half. Germany wanting more. Australia not wanting to give it to them.
Certainly having some heavy waves there during the last minutes on the Australian basket.
And we can see Yvette looking to punch the ball out of the German hands. Back position is open.
Well done by them. Pass
really
to the
trying
left.
to get that goal.
Can't get it through initially, but the goal is semi-stolen away. Goalkeeper though yet back in position. Moved up, has grip on the ball, but...
We have an open goal. She's trying to come back and get position.
Moved back onto the basket.
Excellent job by Natalie Solano. Now the Australians looking to push the ball away. Germany coming back in.
Ostendorf again, coming from above, being picked off.
I think we have seen here from Germany, though, Australia is making it really hard for them to set up that reverse triangle with multiple passing options around the basket.
Stolen away, Stephanie Bob trying to punch the ball through to Lara Buchner, but Lara Buchner being blocked by two players.
How long can she stay on that goal?
Still staying down there, and again moving in, but the ball, the ball got to her. Stayed down there for an excessive amount of time. Kept the ball, the basket occupied. And we see here Maike Rossmann delivering the ball to Lara Büchner. Well done by the Germans.
4 minutes left of this second half. Score 6-0. Germans playing very smart.
Easier said than done not to scrum when your opponent is trying to lock up the ball. Passing around the basket is really difficult at a certain level of play, so hold on to the ball. Well done by her. Maybe the player came from behind. Emma Green. Ripped out.
Oh, and intercepted there beautifully by Romy Keppel, who scored her first goal in the World Championship on her birthday yesterday.
Nice present.
Nice birthday gift for her. Australia now really trying to make some impact. Empty goal there. Can they move in? Needing support underwater and around the neck. Choking around the neck. Not called by the referee.
So it's a very slim margin between choking and non-choking here in underwater rugby. We can see Anis Deschamaux moving in onto the Australian basket, moving in from above, wants to punch the ball through from above, but now alone and cannot get the ball to her teammates. But recovers it herself, keeps it, move it back.
Two and a half minutes left of this game. Both teams going to be tired. It's a big pool. They've been swimming back and forth, but Germany certainly taking majority of the possession in the Australian half.
Nice pass forward. So Nikhil Patrick trying to get to the ball, but couldn't be there in time. Even moving back to the basket. Moving in again. Dietmann trying to bring the ball to the other side, but Mascarena's locking up the ball. Büchner on the other side. Getting the ball for Germany. Techert, and again, being shoved back up.
Oh, nice big play.
Keeping the ball and even handing it forward to a teammate, Linda Ostendorf.
Australia not going to let them get this last goal easily, if
corner.
at all.
Moving it up.
Oh!
Nice toss by Laura Büchner, but can be pushed out.
Nice work. Now we need to see a strong counter-attack. Multiple players. Germany not going to let them get it easy through the middle of the pool. Excellent work.
Keep swimming. Very well done by her.
Those passes up with German players all around is always going to be a really risky move to make. Germany coming in strong again. One-on-one position.
Stephanie Nussar.
Oh,
but she couldn't. She lost the ball trying to lift it up.
Excellent job by Emma. Strong passes. Oh, left again. Two-on-one position. Excellent job by the defender. We have a call by the referee. Last 40 seconds of the game.
2-minute penalty.
2-minute penalty.
I think it was the kick when Linda Ostendorf tried to approach the goal and she just kicked her away.
.40 seconds left in this second half.
Also there's a player laying on outside. Hope everything is alright. Seems Romy Keppel took a punch. Germany now continuing, 35 seconds left. Berenger trying to lock the ball up. A little bit of action around the neck, but trying to lock up the ball now until the end of the game.
20 seconds left. I think that's certainly what they'll be trying to do. Not let them get a last goal here and working as hard as they possibly can.
You can see them moving in very hard now. 8 seconds left. Can the ball move downwards? Oh, player moved out. Could have had it, but...
Oh, and full time. Excellent job by the Australian girls and the German women. 6 versus 0.
Excellent showing yet again by the Australians. After the game against Canada, 6-0 against Germany, certainly not an easy effort to. So very much positioning themselves in between the teams that we have seen below them, with quite a bit of distance there, and then punching upwards towards the top teams. 6-0 and being on the defense for about 30 minutes, certainly not yet equal, let's say, but very strong showing. And the first thing you want to do is go even with a strong team, and then you can look forward to getting onto their side, being able to score. That's a whole nother story, another world rugby.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, a lot of the focus this time for the Australian teams has been to not allow these powerhouse women of Germany and Colombia, you know, score goal after goal after goal after goal, and really trying to show them that you cannot score a goal against an Australian full defence. If we can work on those little errors that are here and there, I think we're going to make it even harder for them, and certainly something that I'm sure the team will look at after this game.
Yeah, and also challenging those teams, and forcing those teams to play an entire game of World Rugby and have to use their full strength to get through. Also makes a huge difference for the entire competition. If a team just has an easy day off and they just can go in and score 15, 16 times without any effort, I mean, yes, they have to swim back and forth, but at the end of the day, might not affect the entire tournament as much, but having to fight for each and every goal, having to play a full game, really is a decisive factor in the tournament for every team. So well done by both teams there. And now we're looking forward to our next one, where we have, I think it is, we have Colombia versus the United States of America on the female side as well. So a little bit of a more one-sided game, I would say. The US American girls certainly a good team, but we've
More
seen
developing country, yeah.
More developing country, and we've seen an extremely strong showing yesterday from the Colombians. So we'll be right back in a couple of minutes with the next game. See you later.